introduce myself. I am Johanna Miss Jacob Bibi, and I am your host today. Many students experience stress because of quizzes, exams, deadlines, projects, and balancing school with personal life. The question is, how can we manage stress while still maintaining good relationships with our family, teachers, and classmates? Before we begin, we invited four special guests from Bato National High School who are well known for their academic excellence, consistent academic achievements, leadership, and good reputation in their school community. Let's welcome our guests.
Good day, everyone. I am Jenny Rose Dickerson. I'm honored to be part of this show.
And I hope our discussion will inspire our fellow students.
Good day, I'm
Good day, everyone. I'm Shania. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
Okay, thank you for joining us. Let's begin our discussion with our first guide question. What causes academic pressure?
I believe academic pressure often starts with a heavy workload that students receive. We have quizzes, exams, research paper, even projects that happen in school 1 week. It becomes difficult to us to manage everything, especially if we didn't know how to manage our time well.
For me, expectation also play a big role. Some students feel pressure or the pressure because they want to achieve high grades or they want to make their parents proud. But while those expectations can motivate us, they can also become stressful if we focus too much on being
Another cause is comparing ourselves to others. Because of social media and the competition in school, some students feel they are not good enough. Instead of comparing ourselves, we should focus on improving our own skills and celebrating our own progress.
I think academic pressure also comes from trying to balance school and personal responsibilities. Sometimes we expect too much for ourselves and forget that it's okay to make things happen one step at a time.
Okay, thank you for your insights. It's clear that academic pressure can come from different sources. But understanding these causes is the first step toward managing them. That brings us to our next guide question. How does positive self-talk help students manage stress?
For me, positive self-talk helps students manage stress because, for me, positive self-talk reminds us that one mistake doesn't define who we are. Instead of saying, I'm not smart enough, what you can say, I can improve if I continue. This mindset helps us reduce stress and build our confidence.
For me, whenever I receive those scores, I like to tell myself that still this is the only there's not champion. I have many opportunities to improve. And this is how I motivate to study more harder instead of giving up.
Positive self-talk also helps us. Positive self-talk also helps us to stay calm during a difficult situation. When we encourage ourselves, we become more confident in facing challenges instead of being controlled by fear and anxiety.
Positive self-talk also reminds us to believe in ourselves. Instead of thinking, I can do this, we can say, I can try not to improve. It helps us gain our positive and gain our knowledge more.
I really like what you said, especially that progress is more important than perfection. Sometimes students forget to appreciate how far they go from. Let's continue our discussion after this short commercial break. Remember, no take care of your brain is important too. That's why I choose Memo Plus Gold. Support your memory and mental performance while living a healthy lifestyle. Study smart. Before the break, we discussed the causes of academic pressure and how does positive self-talk help students manage stress. Okay. Now let's move on to our final guide question. How can effective communication?
Communication allows students to express their ideas or feelings instead of keeping everything inside. We can talk to our parents or teacher. They might understand us and give us an advice or support.
I think communication also strengthens friendship. Sometimes our classmates experiencing the same struggle, but simply talk to them, it can make us realize that we are not alone.
Good communication also prevents misunderstanding. When a student respectfully explains their experiences to the teachers, they can often receive guidance instead of feeling afraid to ask questions.
Communication helps us feel supported. When we share our concerns with family, teachers, and friends, it can encourage us and give us helpful advice. We don't have to face our problems alone.
Okay, thank you everyone. One thing I've learned today is that asking for help is never a sign of weakness. In fact, it takes courage to admit that we need from someone in our audience. Hello, good day. Could you please introduce yourself? Good day. I am Zachariah, a grade 11 student from the Bato National High School. Okay, Zachariah. Thank you for joining us. Here's your question. Have you ever experienced academic pressure? If yes, how did you overcome it?
Yes, definitely. There were times where I felt overwhelmed because of group projects, deadlines, and exams happening at the same time. I started feeling anxious and I couldn't focus. What really helped me was creating a study schedule, taking short breaks, and talking to my parents and close friends whenever I felt stressed. Their encouragement reminded me that I didn't have to face my problems alone.
That's a wonderful answer, Zachariah. Here's your one more question. If you could give one piece of advice to our fellow students who are struggling with academic pressure, what would it be?
If I could give an advice, it would be don't compare yourself with others because everyone has their own pace and strength and even struggles and sacrifices. Focus on learning instead of chasing perfection. And don't be afraid to ask help when you need it. Your mental health is just as important as your grades.
Thank you so much, Zachariah. I think that's the advice many of us need to hear today. Viewers.
Manage your time wisely. Good planning can reduce stress and stay you organized.
My message is eating enough sleep, eating healthy meals, and especially take a break because taking a break is important as just for studying.
And always remember that asking for help is a strength, not a weakness. Stay connected with your family, teachers, friends because they are your support system.
Do your best and don't be afraid to ask for help. Remember, learning is a journey and every small step is still a progress.
Thank you to our guests and our audience for sharing your valuable insights. Today, we learned that academic pressure is part of being a student, but it doesn't have to control our lives. Through positive self-talk, effective communication, proper time management, and support from the people around us, we can overcome while maintaining healthy relationships. Remember, success isn't only measured by grades, It is also measured by our ability to grow, help one another, and stay healthy. On behalf of our guests and for watching, have a wonderful day and always remember, take care of your mind because your well-being matters just as your achievements. Thank you.